Hey, honors lit. This is a vocab video for lesson 2. Our first word is adjourn. It's a verb. And if we adjourn for the day, it means we stop whatever we're doing, whatever we're working on, we stop it for the day. Okay. If you're serving on a jury, once the judge adjourns, that means we're not hearing any more testimony or anything like that. Alien is our next word. Alien can be a noun or an adjective, and we are actually called aliens here. This is not our home. So an alien is a foreigner. It's from another place. Earth is not our home. All right, heaven is our home, and so we are aliens here. Scripture tells us that. Comely is an adjective. Comely means attractive, pleasing to the eye. Okay. Compensate. Compensate is a verb. Just a second. They're watching Godzilla over there. Can you turn it down just a little bit more? Compensate is a verb. To compensate is to make up for a shortfall. If you compensate somebody for their time, you give them money or give them something to make up for their time. All right. Dissolute. Dissolute is an adjective. Dissolute means you have no moral standard. You are very, very lacking in proper behavior, in moral behavior. Right? It's like you don't care. Right? Erratic. Erratic is an adjective, and it is if somebody shows erratic behavior, it changes all the time. Right? You can't predict how they're going to behave. They could be very with it one day and very kind and very amiable, and then the next day, erratic behavior. They're very depressed, very upset, very angry. Okay, that's what erratic means. Expulsion. This is a noun. An expulsion, if we look at it with in terms of the academic world, it means, you're forced out of the school, you can't come back. Okay. It might happen in the workforce. You get fired. If you experience an expulsion, you are forced to leave a situation. Okay. Saint. Now this is different spelling. It has a homophone where it sounds like F-A-I-N-T, which means, you think you kind of lose consciousness there. But this sort of faint is to kind of fake. If you're playing sports and your opposition faints one way, they say going one way and then they go another direction. Okay. Number 9 is fodder. It's a noun. It's any sort of food for livestock. You could also use it for anything that people can chew on and discuss. All right. Fodder is you think of it with cows. You give them some fodder, and you know how a cow just kind of chews and chews and chews on it. Well, sometimes topics are like that. So it could be fodder, something that you have to chew on for a while. All right? And I'm talking about subject matter or a deep sort of thought. Okay? Fortify is a verb. Something that gives strength. All right, if you fortify the castle gate, that means you bring in something that's going to strengthen it, that's going to um, give it more security. Okay. Um, illegible, illegible. Well, we break it down. Legible um, is you can read. Illegible, you add that prefix. That means opposite. Means not readable. Not you can't read the writing. Okay, it's illegible, impossible to read it. Okay, some of you think your cursive, your handwriting is illegible, but it's not. Most of you have very fine penmanship. I encourage you to use it. Jeer. Jeer is a noun, or it can be a noun or a verb. All right. So if you jeer the opposing team, you are kind of being rude. You're making jokes at their expense. All right. You are mean cheers. All right. Mean-spirited. And so the noun form, if you make an ugly jeer at the other team, you say something rude and degrading to them. Okay. Lucrative is an adjective. That IVE, that's a typical adjective ending. Okay. Lucrative means profitable, something you can make money off of. Okay. If you have a lucrative side business of mowing lawns, means you make you make money, you make a profit mowing lawns on the weekend, something like that. Okay. Mediocre. Mediocre is an adjective, and mediocre means not fabulous, not horrific. It's right in the middle. Okay. It's all right. It's average. Okay. Um, Certainly, we hope that your experience is more than mediocre here at Lutheran High. And also, in your walk with God, we want more than mediocre. All right? We want really growing in our relationship with Him. Excuse me, I need some raspberry lemonade. All right. Our 15, prolificate. Proliferate. Excuse me. Look down, said the wrong word. Proliferate. I'm going to break that down to the adjective because this is the verb. The adjective form is prolific. If a writer, for instance, Stephen King, he's written a lot of books. He's prolific. He's a prolific writer. Right? So proliferate means to produce something at a rapid pace. All right? He proliferated many books. Okay? Means he produced them pretty quickly. Okay? Subjugate. Um, Subjugate. Sub means under. All right? So bringing under one's control, that's the verb subjugate. You bring under one's control. Okay? If I subjugate you to hours and hours of vocab practice, I'm bringing you under my control in order to do, vocabulary. Solely. Solely is a verb, and it means to tarnish, to make, to lessen the quality of something. All right, to kind of contaminate. All right. 18, tantalize. Tantalize is a verb, and it actually has mythological roots. The guy Tantalus did something very displeasing to the Greek gods. He actually served up his son as a meal to the gods. He tricked them, okay? His name is Tantalus. So his punishment in Tartarus was he was put on a little island, and water would come up, and as soon as he went to cup some water to his mouth and drink, it would recede. So it was there, he could see it, but it was always out of reach, teasing him. Same with fruit. Beautiful, luscious fruit. It would be right there in front of him, but when he went to reach and pick the fruit to eat it, it would be always out of reach. So it's there, but it's teasing him, but he can never attain it. So if something is tantalizes you, it's teasing you. It's there just out of reach. Okay? Terse. Terse is an adjective, and it means just to the point. Okay? If I could do these 20 words in, 5 minutes, I'd be very terse. But when it comes to talking and explaining, I can't do anything in 5 minutes. Unflinching. Unflinching is an adjective. Okay? Flinch, if you flinch on something, you do one of these, or, okay, that's, you flinch, you're shocked. If I see a spider or something, well, spiders don't bother me. If I see, something else, I might, ooh, yuck, some sort of bug that I can't identify, ooh, yuck, I'd flinch. So I add that, that un means I'm not going to flinch. Okay? If I'm unflinching, I'm not going to draw back. I'm not going to go, ugh. I'm just going to smash the spider. Okay? I'm not going to flinch at it. I'm unflinching. Okay? Those are your words, and look on your schedule for the due date. Talk to you later.